All right, welcome to that synth car. Fellas, ladies, whatever you are, the day has finally come, man, and the UBXA from Beringer, the long-awaited 6-year synthesizer, analog polyphonic 16-voice poly aftertouch multi-timbral stereo panning beast of a bad boy has arrived, and it's available for pre-order on Sweetwater and Anderton. So now all debates are over. It's here. You can pre-order it. You can buy it. And guess what? That's not the only news today. Behringer, or Beringer, however you want to say it, it don't matter anymore because they're the new kings of the synth world, although I always thought they were the king anyway. They have just dropped the price. So the Samurai was close. I said $9.99. We have, maybe that was euros or pounds or something, but Behringer just officially on their Facebook page dropped the price of the UBXA to $1,199. All right, so I mean that's a, what's that, a $300 price drop? So they just knocked $300 off the top. And one cool thing they did is they said that they will donate the difference. If you want to pay $14.99, they're going to donate the difference to a charity up to $1 million. Can't remember the name of the charity. I'm going to do a longer video later. I'm just getting my thoughts out, having a chat with you guys on the drive home, you know. So this is amazing news, man. I think this is one of the most disruptive synthesizer releases of, I don't know, I haven't been around that long, so of my lifetime, it's the most disruptive because now what we've got a polyphonic 16-voice multi-timbral polyphonic aftertouch clone of the old Oberheim UBXA, or I can't even remember what the old one is called. It don't even matter no more because the new one's here. It's might as well not even call it a clone. They just put like an Oberheim t-shirt on it, and under the hood it is their completely owned synthesizer. And parts of me long for this synthesizer to be called something of its own. The UB, is that the Uli Beringer? That's Synthpunk coined that one. The UB, the Uli Beringer XA. That's cool. You know Uli thought of that. That's wonderful. So I mean, what do you guys think? You gonna pre-order it? I don't know. I pre-ordered that EP.7 WOZ7 from Teenage Engineering, and I canceled it, like, you know. This whole video today I was thinking about at work, what can I do on the way home in the synth car? And then I said, maybe I'll just talk about how Teenage Engineering and Behringer, like the differences in the two companies, because I want to do a longer video about that later. And you know, I just think that with this new news dropping, I'm so excited. Am I going to go home and pre-order it right away? I don't know. I got stung by the pre-order of the early release on that KO2, so I might hold my gunpowder a little and see. Come in on the second round, but I don't know. What do you guys think? You guys going to pre-order it? I don't know. I think I'm going. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'll go home. I'll consult with the accountant, the AKA wife, and see what she thinks. I'm sure most of you men have to do that if you're married to your wives. If you're a man married to a man, I don't know how you guys work that out, because, you know, it's different. Men and women, sometimes the woman's the accountant. I like that because I got other things to worry about, like break and enters, you know, making sure everything's protected. You know, I got to make sure that my castle is you can't infiltrate it, you know, and if you do, I'm ready for it. That's stuff I'm worrying about, not pennies. I just want to know, do I got enough money in that bank, baby, to pick up that UBXA? And if she looks at me and says, Samurai, anything for you, I'll be like, all right, I knew I married you for a reason. But anyway, we got that. So UBXA's here, and I just want to talk a little bit about, I'm going to chill out and relax a little bit because this drive needs to be a little more relaxed, about the Behringer and Teenage Engineering. Now that is the definition to me of amateur hour versus the cream of the crop, most professional synthesizer company today, who is the most active content-wise and the most active product-wise, which is Behringer. All hail Uli, the king of the synth world now. He has overcome it all. 6 years in the making, he releases the UBXA, while Teenage Engineering's over here, amateur hour, pulling all the parts together from their warehouse, throwing it in this beautiful little box, all fur coat and no knickers for all my British men out there. We all know what that means. All fur coat and no knickers sampler for $2.99, Black Friday deal, which hooked everybody in with that beautiful Muhammad Ali marketing, only to have it show up and be an absolute disaster and embarrassment. But like I said, I think it was genius, because I think there's a lot of fog of war in the synth wars, and I think people are confused what actually happened, you know, because you got enough people out there putting out samples, and you know the majority of the people that probably got a synthesizer from a sampler from Teenage Engineering, they're going to post videos and stuff. A lot of people aren't on YouTube. They're not going to post videos. And from the amount of messages I was getting, so many people got bunk gear right out of their shipping box. Their Teenage Engineering said it was a shipping issue, but then you got people saying it's showing up, doesn't work, screws missing. Anyways, I don't want to get into it too much, but I just want to highlight how I never see issues with Behringer synthesizers. Now, this just could be me. I could be biased. I might have my beautiful Behringer sunglasses on. Behringer should release a pair of sunglasses. I'd buy them and just call it, you know, the Behringer shades, where everything is beautiful and life is wonderful with the Behringer shades. That'd be awesome. Put them out in different colors. Put like a name of a synthesizer on the side, like Wasp. They got yellow ones, or put like Model D on the side. We got blue and red pinstripes down the side. That'd be cool. Behringer synthesizers. Maybe I'll put some in my store and just do that without officially calling them Behringer, you know. But man, you got a company like Behringer who took 6 years to put out a product. But the beautiful thing about it is they didn't just say they were going to put out a product or not announce it. They actually announced it, worked on it, kept all the fans and the customers up to date the whole way, took them on a ride, took them on a journey, took them on a magical journey. And you know what? They allowed them. If 6 years, if you put $20 away a day, you could have had enough saved up for this synthesizer. Not $20 a day, $20 a week. You could have had enough saved up for this synthesizer in a couple years, and now you don't even have to have buyer's remorse because you've been waiting to get it the whole time. And you could have that synthesizer. So anyways, back to Behringer. The beauty of Behringer is not only are they a synthesizer company, they're storytellers. They bring you a story behind the synthesizer. They take you on a journey. They take you on a ride. And they allow everybody to be able to have the ability to, at the end of that little ride and that little journey, having enjoyed some very interesting content, stirring up some drama, some guerrilla WWE marketing style, they allow the everyman, the poor man, the samurais, the people out there who you know, working men who actually like music and sound, and you know, we never know, we're never going to be professionals, you know, but we love music, and Behringer's given us the ability to buy the gear, enjoy the story, get on the merry-go-round and take the ride with Uli and his team. And they put so much content out that it's just very enjoyable to be a Behringer fan. And sometimes I even think it's enjoyable to be a Behringer hater, because that also gives you that little dopamine burst, you know, gives you that little 1984 2 minutes of hate, you know. So you get to, Behringer allows you, they're doing it for you too, because they want the hate as well, because indifference is the killer. So they're giving you that little bit, you know, you're stuck in that cubicle at Teenage Engineering, you know, your boss is coming in saying, put out that product, and they're like, boss, it's not ready. And he's like, I don't care, you put it out. And they're like, boss, but what about all the people who are going to get products that don't work before Christmas? And he's like, it doesn't matter, just put it out. We need them to be beta testers. And you're sitting in that cubicle, and then you get to go home, you get to pull up the Beringer Facebook page or the Behringer YouTube page, and you get to have your 2 minutes of hate at Behringer and off-gas all that annoyance for having been working for Teenage Engineering, telling everybody lies and putting out faulty products that don't work. And it's just sad. It's sad, you know. But again, I love Teenage Engineering's designs. I think it's beautiful. And don't get me wrong, I have a strong appreciation for evil, because you have to be a very high-level genius to do evil things. And I'm not saying Teenage Engineering is evil, but sometimes the dark marketing and the fact that they haven't come out and atoned for this product already is shameful. But many people will think Behringer's shameful and unethical, and they haven't atoned for the things they've done. But I guess Behringer unabashedly accepts the fact that they openly do what all the other synth companies do. You know, they openly outsource their manufacturing to places in the world that make it for the cheapest. You know, they don't hide it. It's not like they're pretending they do. So I think as far as that goes, you got a perfect example in the last couple of weeks of a professional, cream of the crop business and synthesizer company, aka Beringer, putting out their flagship product that is going to set the stage, set the mold for all their new polysynths and the polysynth revolution, because they beat the monosynths to death in a good way. You know, it was a beautiful, we can keep the monosynths, but now there's more monosynths than we know what to do with from Beringer. Like Todd Smith says, he got monosynths stacked up to the top of his closet. You don't even know where to put them anymore. But it's cool because he did a cool video the other day where he talked about it's just awesome to be able to get these things and make music. You know, they're not meant to make you money. They're meant to make you happy and make you music. So that's cool. So you tell me what you guys think. I think it's a wonderful day. I think we were going to do a little video comparing. I'll save that for another one where I'll do the tale of two synthesizer companies, Behringer versus Teenage Engineering, and I'll just go through in depth what these companies are like, and I'll show you the real deal expose, how Teenage Engineering are a bunch of amateurs. They're all fur coat and no knickers, and they got all the people in the synth community by the you know what, because everybody wants to kiss the ring of that beautifully aesthetic gear that they produce, and it's cool. That's cool to me. I don't care. But guess what? I'm allowed to call it out and talk about it, and so are you, and it doesn't seem that anyone else is. It only seems that Weaver Beats is the only other synthesizer guy, music guy on the internet who's calling out this trash that Teenage Engineering put out. So, and guess what? If Behringer puts out trash, I'll call them out too. But I love all the companies. I love them all. But why wouldn't I just tell you exactly what I think? And I think that's why you guys listen and you come here. And I think it's even why people come here who don't like me, because they want to hear an honest opinion and an honest take. Because when I'm fired up, I'm fired up. And that is if I'm happy or if I'm, you know, a little bit peeved off or frustrated that I spent my hard-earned money on a hunk of junk. Luckily, it didn't show up, and luckily I didn't get it. But you know what? I was talking to some guy in the comments, and I told him I might just get this thing to have the Samurai have a go at it in a couple months. Maybe I'll pick one up off of Reverb when it's being sold for like $80. I'll pick one up and I'll learn how to solder, and I'll fix it myself, and maybe I'll put a Bose speaker on it and mod it out like crazy, and then I'll do an honest review of what I think about it, because if it sounds good and sounds awesome, I'll tell you. But anyways, that's that synth car. I got to get home. I got some stuff to do. I got to get my lawnmower winterized. I got to make some dinner for the missus. I got to check the oil in the tanks, make sure we're all prepped for this cold, dark winter coming. But anyways, you guys make lots of music. I hope you had a great day at work. It's Friday. It's Friday then. It's Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Mufasa. If you don't know that video, look it up. Anyway, that's Synth Car, episode 7, I think. Enjoy your day.